this lesson, again, it's like the lesson we did last week where God has condemned me not, no more do I. We did that workbook lesson last week. And this is very much similar to that in trying to understand our identity, who and what we are. Wasn't that just peaceful? Did you feel that sense of peace during that meditation with those words? See, that's where we need to rest, and we don't rest there as much as we need to. So many things happen. Our minds get active with worry or guilt or fear or anger or judgments. And we lose that truth about ourselves. Now, that truth is not lost to us because it is our true identity, but we're not always aware of it. And so what this is saying is we constantly need to renew our minds. That's why we do the workbook lessons, right? That's why we're all doing them, right? Yes,
Right.
that's right.
Right.
Because that's what we need. We need to be reminded of this truth. We need to make it as important to us as getting up in the morning and putting our I can't even say it, our deodorant on, blah, 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 to combing our hair, eating our breakfast or any of the other things that are important, or holding on to the judgments that we hold on to every morning of the people that have bugged us. We have a lot of investment in holding on to people that we're irritated with too. So we need to make this investment. And you may say, I'm real justified in my fears, or I'm real justified in my anger, I'm real justified in my judgments against people. And I'm not going to take away your judgments. I'm not going to take away your anger. I'm not going to take away any of it. I'm just going to say, let's just introduce the truth into these situations. Let's just focus on the truth. The Course is always saying the best defense is not to attack another's position, not to tell them what to do, but to protect the truth, it says. So to bring our minds to the truth. And what's going to end up happening is the more we focus on the truth, the less interest we're going to have in the angry thoughts, the judgmental thoughts, the fearful thoughts, the attack thoughts. They're not going to feed us in the same way they used to. So instead of fighting against our egos and saying, oh, that judgmental thought is not good, that angry thought, I've got to get rid of it, I need to push it out of my mind. Instead of doing that, just introduce the truth. My true identity abides in you. My true identity abides in you. And what's going to happen is when you stop fighting against it, the truth will begin to reign in your mind. The more you fight against it, the more power you give it. So let's just replace the mistaken thought with the truth. And that's what the Course is always asking us to do. It's very Buddhist, if you will. It's very Eastern in its thought. It's not attacking the seeming enemy in your life, but it's focusing on the reality. Even Jesus, I always thought that was such an interesting scene in the Garden of Gethsemane when they came to take him, when the Roman soldiers came to take him. And was it Peter who picked up the sword of the other soldier and cut off the soldier's ear? And what did Jesus do? He didn't say, oh, good for him, he's protecting me. He picked up that ear and healed him. He put it back on. Because it's not about attacking. It's about doing what he always did, which was healing. I always thought that's a dramatic story. But for us, it's the same thing. How many times have you felt like you've lost your peace? You've been unjustly attacked. All these things that we feel are anger or frustration or unforgiving thoughts are justified in. And what Jesus did was simply protect the truth. He didn't say the soldier's bad. He didn't say the soldier was good. What did he do? He did what he always did, which was heal. So we're asked to do the same thing. And you may say, well, I don't know how to heal. Well, focus on the thought. My true identity abides in you. Whatever your workbook lesson may be, it's going to be a healing thought. Let's just not focus on the problem. Let's focus on the solution. That's what the Course would say. That doesn't deny the issue you have to handle or deal with. It just places your attention in a place where you can finally deal with the particular situation in a way that is truly productive and healing for you.